I'm going to separate my sweet potato slips. They've been growing in this pan for weeks now, and it's about time I separate them. They're ready this time that they're going to go, but I don't have the space yet. I'm waiting to take my garlic out, and then I will plant these potatoes. Okay, now I have a white potato or yam. I think it was, people would consider yam. I don't know if these are mixed with our actual the root system is extensive, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice the roots. Okay, this one came with a good bit of roots. Just collecting them first, and then I'm gonna probably cut them shorter so I can have more slips. And these were potatoes that a neighboring community garden member grew last year. And, you know, they had more than they needed, so I got lucky. These don't have any roots, so I'm going to need to put water since I'm not ready to plant them just yet. And I'm going to put these back in the soil. I think I'm going to clean up this pan and put them back in so I can get more slips. Okay, so this is a white potato. And then I have this one, and what is this here? Ooh, see, okay, so there's this bunch. I think these two potatoes, because I had only one type of purple potato. Look at this mass. I don't think I had a red. Okay. Well, this is clearly, you know what I'm going to do, so I can see for sure what's happening here. Cut this potato. Yeah, this is a purple. Going through. So now I know what type of potato it is. I can just pull all these slips off. I'm going to sit them in this other mug, and I'll have to put water and develop some roots so that I can get them ready for planting. And I have one other potato in here. The leaves are all the same. You gotta stop it. I'm trying to decipher if these slips right here came from the white yam. I think it's yam, but or if it came from the purple. Okay, this is definitely from the purple. This is the purple. Let me just. Oh my God, it's such a mass. I left it way too long. I can't tell. This is different. Well, okay. I'm gonna hold these off. Now, I think the leaves. This is hard to tell. But yeah, the leaves definitely are the same. They're very pointy, heart-shaped. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to eat them all. So, let's take them. But these all have roots, so I'm going to put them... I have ginger in here. And I think I have turmeric. This ginger is sprouted. It took a really long time. And I had a regular sweet potato. I think it's a Covington, but it never sprouted. There were some roots in the bottom, but this is a sweet potato vine, the one that ornamental. It grew in the pot with the ornamental flowers and made the chartreuse yellow vines, but nothing came from it. I was hoping to use it to sprout this year and not have to buy ornamental vines, but nothing came. Let's see. The ginger didn't do very well, and I think I put turmeric in there as well, but I don't see anything sprouting. This one just dried up. Ginger in the house. It's a little late to get it started, but I'm gonna bring a lot of things in the house in the winter. Well, before winter, so that it has enough time to acclimate to the indoor space, and then I'm just gonna see if I get a harvest out of the ginger and turmeric if I bring it inside for maybe another couple of months. Okay, this was a small slit of it. Looks like potato. Looks like, oh yeah, it gave me some slips, all right. Look at that. Just this tiny sliver of a sweet potato. And it's the same color. I know you are not messing. What's the matter? You want to come out here with me? The kitten is peering her head through the crack in the window. Yeah, okay, so I've got more than enough slips. Got more than enough. I'm going to be in good shape. I need to put water in that jar. Okay, this definitely looks like it's coming from this potato. All of this is coming from, so it's just these two clumps that I'm not certain if one of them may be white. Because the base of this stem is a little pinkish, purplish, and these definitely came off of a white potato. These are definitely a lot more red and purple, so these might actually be from the white because they're a little more white with a little red at the bottom, or green with a little red at the bottom, whereas the others are more dark purple, kind of all the way. It doesn't matter. I'm planting it all anyway, and whatever I get is what I get, and I'm gonna eat it because they both taste really, really nice. I don't have any orange, well, regular sweet potatoes. I did find them at Home Depot, and I purchased the Beauregard at Home Depot. Yes, I do not discriminate, big box store or not. I don't care. It's going to give me food no matter where I buy it from. So, all right, let me just get to separating these. Because I'm going to need more than these 2 jars. I thought I was only going to need 2 jars. Such a mess. All right, this is really short. These have no leaves, no roots. But if I think I'll keep them as a backup in case I don't have good luck with the ones that are needed. Like I feel like I have bugs crawling in my face. Feeling. Okay. Hiya. It's a little tough to separate, but I'm going to take my time and get it done. Wherever I feel like it could break apart, I'm going to pull. No, this is all from one. I'm getting wet here. This is all from one stem coming off of the potato here, and it made several different slips. So these, if I detach them, they won't have any roots. Okay, this one has roots right up. I don't know, I'm thinking I might want to plant this whole thing. Maybe I'll get more potatoes. It looks really, really healthy. I need more containers with water here. I want to keep separate the ones that have roots from the ones that do not have roots, just because I will know the ones that do not have roots will need more care and attention. I'll have to change the water frequently. I like to change it every day, if not every other day, or every other day, if not every day. This way, it doesn't get foul smelling or develop any mold or bacteria or whatever. Okay. At this point, I don't know. The only ones that I know are white are these. That's okay. This doesn't matter, because I'm gonna eat them anyway, no matter what comes out of the ground. I really just don't know if these are the white or the purple, because they were so close together. Next time I think I'll put them in separate containers. This way I know, just for the sake of knowing when I'm digging what I should expect to come out. I mean, and I think the growth habit might be a little bit different for both. I've never grown the white ones myself. I've always actually never really knew about them until I got this plot in this community space. I just never knew about them. Never ate them, never saw anybody growing them, never seen them in a supermarket. It's not around here. But a lot of the people that garden in that garden are from the South. And they love to plant these white pumpkins and the purple murasaki pumpkins, sweet potato, or yam. I'm not sure which is which actually. I think the white one is yam, but it's very good. The texture is very different from the sweet potato. It's very smooth, and I think it would be great in pies because it's very smooth and off with roots. Oh, yes, girl, you did it. This is amazing. I did a good job. You did a good job. I'm happy because this turned out really nice. Whether I know what's what or not doesn't matter. I did a good job. Okay, this is a huge one. I just made this little workspace out of the scraps around the yard. It's tires for the base, 2 tires on each side, and a sheet of plywood, a remnant sheet of plywood across the top. And it's very useful. I gathered all of my, this has barely a root on it. I gathered all of my starts and purchased plants that need to go in the ground all in one place. That might help me with the analysis paralysis issue, or the buy plants and never plant them issue, because I'm seeing them all right here. It might help. Maybe. I don't know if I'm in the frame or not. Hopefully I am, but I'm not gonna get up and fix it because I'm on a roll. Okay, this is definitely from the little purple one. I would like to know the identification of it, at least some of them, if not most of them. But at the same time, like I said, I'm going to plant them all anyway and hope for the best. I'm looking at the leaves to see if there's, well, okay, so here's the difference. These leaves are a little more wide, and these are more narrow. Now this is a very young leaf, yes, but if I look at a more mature leaf on one that I know is purple, this is a good example. This is a more mature leaf. It's more of a, I don't know the name of the shape, I mean, it looks like a heart, but it's more narrow. And this white potato is wider. Not that different. It's a very slight difference, but I think that's how I'm gonna determine which one is which, and whatever comes out the ground is what I'm gonna eat. Okay, so I don't think I need anything. Ooh, yuck! This is disgusting. It's mushy, rotten. This was just a small little piece, and I wanted to keep it because I thought I could grow slips from it, and I was right. It worked. So you don't need a whole lot, but you do need a healthy, not dried out piece of potato. This time around, I put it in a tin foil pan of soil and kept it moist. Previous years, I've put the potato in water, and they tend to rot more often than anything. And I think I like this way better. Last year, I think I put it in a tray full of perlite. It worked. It was probably easier to separate the roots because it was clean. But this doesn't bother me. I know how to wash my hands, so I'm not bothered. But I think that this might be healthier because the perlite way is kind of the same as just putting it in a jar in a sense. Because it's just water. I mean, it's better than the jar, but I feel like changing the water because you really have no substance to the perlite. It's just perlite floating in the water, so you have to change the water frequently. I like to put it on a heat mat to speed up the process, especially when I'm running late in the season, which I usually am. But putting it on the heat mat in perlite and water, it tends to evaporate a little faster, so it's not as bad as having to change the water every day. But anyway, that's that. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I need to get another cup to put all of these slips in. Oh, I think this one, no, it's a more narrow leaf. Let me deep it with this much. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to have a lot more purple potatoes than anything this year, and I am fine with that because they are so nice. I love them. Okay, all right, then I don't know what this is. I think it might be a chicorée, huckleberry seed that fell in here. All right, this is all garbage. I don't want to just throw it down here because that means I have to clean it up after. I don't like cleaning up. Sometimes I try to get the hubby to do it. I know you can't hear me. Sometimes I try to get the hubby to do it. Ew, yuck. Ooh, that's disgusting. I'll do work in the yard, like cut up things and have a lot of debris, and I leave it down on the ground, and then I'll ask him to help, and then he ends up having to pick it up. He doesn't like helping me, but I don't think he's put on, but he doesn't help me anyway. Not really. His gardening is just not his thing. I shouldn't say he doesn't like helping me. That doesn't sound very nice. It's just that gardening is not his thing. And I'm fine with that because I have this all to myself. I like having things all to myself. Goes along with being greedy, right? Greedy for all the plants, greedy for all the things. Anyway, okay. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm going to cut this here. Put it here. And it will make roots from the nodes. I'm going to, I think it's dead, so I'll just cut this tip above this node so that something else can come out from there. Okay, now I can have more white potatoes by doing this. Okay, this one, I'm going to cut it here. I think I'll cut this leaf off. This dry, brittle stuff can come off. There's already another branching out over here, so I'm going to put this in the water to make roots. And then this one, I'm gonna cut the leaf off because it doesn't matter. You don't need the leaf. Just want to make roots. I don't need a leaf. Okay, so I don't know how many this is. I don't think I need to count. It doesn't matter. This is the white. This is the purple that has no roots on it. And then all of these on the floor are all purple. I'll need another container. These I think are all purple as well. I think I can, since they're the same length, I'll put them in this cup with the other purple. I'm running out of words. Basically. I'm gonna take that ginger out of here. This is to do the flavor. I mean, it didn't rot either. The other half of it rotted. I might try again. I don't know if it's worth it, but and this soft in a couple of spots, but I don't think it's rotten. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think I'll just leave it toast. This is rotten. I usually put my ginger in a very large nursery style pot. One year I grew turmeric and I was successful. I harvested it and my bad habit of not cleaning up bit me right in my arse, tush, ass, whatever. And so I left it in the driveway. It was on a black plastic bag. I put the plastic bag down as a, like a tarp, and I poured out the pot. It's like a wine barrel, like a half barrel plastic pot. I think I had it in that year, and I dug it up. I had so much turmeric, and I left it there because I think I had something else to do. I have the bad habit of not picking up right away, and it got tossed in the trash. All that turmeric that I grew, first success growing turmeric, and it all got thrown away because I left it out to dry, I don't know I don't know. It was a couple of years back, 3 or 4 years back. And I'm sure I didn't want to pick it up at the time. I'm sure I got distracted or busy. I'm sure I wanted to let it dry. Bottom line is I left it out and didn't pick it up, and somebody else came and cleaned up and cleaned everything up and threw it all in the trash. I was very angry. Very, very angry. But it was partially my own fault. So, okay, this I can't use this again to regrow any slips because it's root bound in this tray, and there's nothing else. Oh, this is so short. I have a smaller, shorter dish or cup that I can put it in. I'm gonna do that because that's too short. It's just gonna get lost. This piece as well. Okay, so these are all the same length. This one's a little bit short. Okay, no roots, and some of these have roots, but it's fine. They're about the same. And then this one is so dark and rich color of the leaves. This one is not. I don't know if I recently fertilized. I don't remember. Okay, so these are all the shorter ones. Mostly no roots. A couple with roots. Purple. There. These I need to get a small little dish or pot, whatever it is called. This is completely root bound. All through it. Okay. I can't do anything with that. There is something growing here. I'm gonna take it out because I'm curious to see what it is. I'm sure it's something that I'm planting, but I don't have an identifier. This is the little pot I can put the shorter ones in here. Getting wet. I'm getting. Oh, it's okay. I don't mind. Par for the course. You get a little dirty when you do this stuff. So I might put this in another pot, especially the white one, because I think it would be nice to have more of those. I believe this was the same potato cut in half. Okay, so I've separated and made a mess. Separated the sweet potato slips, made a nice mess. Ooh. I have a bunch still on the floor here, but I need another container to put them in. And I'm going to have to go in the house for that because I don't think I have anything out here that I can use. I see a bucket there, but I can't use it. It's full of nails. I don't have anything out here, but that's the project for tonight. It's late. I don't know if you can see me. If it's too dark. I'm going to take a pot and take off this stuff. And I'm going to put some of this soil in here. So I'm recycling the soil from the 6L tray. The 6L tray. It's seed starting soil with some vermiculite on top. And then I can put I believe this is ginger in here to continue growing. This one has a nice little stem on it, sprout on it, and there's a second sprout coming here. So, you know what, this one has a little sprout, so I'm gonna break it off. There's a tiny little sprout coming up here, so I'm going to put that in the same pot. I'm not worried about making it dry or anything first, so I don't have time for that. This one doesn't look like it's doing anything. It's soft on this end, so I'm going to discard that. This one, nothing seems to be happening, and these have been in this soil since early March, or mid-March at least. So I'm going to, if it's not doing anything, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'll just throw it away, because by now it should have sprouted. I had it on a heat mat, and then once the weather was nice, I brought them outside. So they should have done something. So I'm laying them in this pot to where the sprout is pointing upward, and have the rest laying flat or partially buried. I'm not putting it under the soil because the roots will start to come out at the base of where the sprout is, and then that will be where the new ginger comes from. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit with some water. Whoop, falling over. Oh my god. Boy, jeez, I'm gonna fall. You make do with what you have. Right now I have a huge mess in my backyard. I don't have comfortable spaces to work in. I don't have my patio anymore. I've got a more house instead of the patio, so I'm not complaining. But it's not my backyard as I used to know it. But I had this wonderful idea, and I'm happy with it because I have a workspace. This is probably the best workspace that I've had. It's big. I can put everything in one place. I reorganized all these trays with these plants. And I can put more here. I'm gonna try not to, but I can if I need to. And I can, carve out a space to do some repotting, planting up, whatever I have to do. So I'm happy with this little makeshift table workspace because I didn't have it before, and it's a nice thing to have in all the chaos that is my life right now in this as far as this backyard is concerned. Okay, so the water settled with it, and this is what it looks like. There are 3. One of them is a little bit more buried than the others, but it's 3 pieces in here. And I think I'm gonna bring it in tonight and put it back in the heat mat. It's a little cool. Ginger does not like it cold. Because I'm actually feeling a little chilly right now myself. Oh, I need to, this is my Cuban oregano or broadleaf thyme. I don't know what the actual name is. I might use the plant identifying app to see what is its official name, because I'm sure, I was watching this lovely couple, where are they located? Oh, I wish I could remember. If I remember, I'll put it up on the screen, but in Africa, which country? Kenya. Yeah, they're in Kenya. And in one of the shops, they were walking, in their neighborhood. I'm calling it neighborhood, but they didn't call it neighborhood. They call it something else. At least I think. And there was a wall. It had to be 8 to 10 feet high from what it looked like on the video. And it was a wall of this. Just like growing like a hedge. I couldn't believe it. I think it's this. It makes me want to just go there just for that, to be able to grow anything and everything. Maybe they can't grow everything. Maybe they can't have apple trees. It's probably too hot. And peaches and nectarine, all this cold stone fruit. Sorry, tangent, I know. Okay. I need to add more soil to this. That's why I was talking about my Kenyan friends. I haven't seen their show in a while. I need to make sure that I'm subscribed so that I can see their progress. They're building a house. I can't think of the name right now. It's at the tip of my tongue. Chalo. And the lady is... They're so sweet. I love them. They have a little girl. They're building and fixing up their home in the countryside. And they're growing so much food. I love to watch gardening on YouTube. And I like to see other people's gardens. There was a time when, mine wasn't doing anything. I wasn't getting much out of it. And so it really was therapeutic, so to speak. It was actually therapeutic to see other people's gardens flourishing. Oh, was I jealous? Absolutely, I was jealous. Because I was so mad that mine wasn't working out, wasn't doing well. But I did enjoy watching other people and their successes and their experiments and all the different things that that we gardeners do in our gardens. I think that's it. I think I'm done. I'm gonna bring these slips. I don't really want to bring them inside because I don't want to make a mess of what's already messy in terms of preparing or fixing, renovation. This I'm gonna just toss that. I'll probably cut these. This, I believe, are all purple. I'm gonna cut the long ones, not because I'm in shortage of purple slips, purple potato slips, but just because they're so long. Like this one is damaged. I might as well cut it and start fresh. So I'll cut it. This is where it was damaged and it looks like it was walked on, trampled on or something. Clipping it there. There's already bud coming here, but I'll clip this leaf off. The bud may not do well, but it'll be in underwater. It's long enough that I might be able to get 2 out of it. Just gonna, I can't put it in that one because it's not the same. Could it be a white? No, I think it's. Alright, I gotta go find a long vase or something to put this in. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed just me spending time doing some stuff, getting some things done in my garden. And hopefully we can get a lot more done and get a little more organization and progress. Tomorrow I want to just plant. And maybe I'll show you the Three Sisters area that I was working on. Okay, this is where I have more sweet potato. This one I believe is the purple sweet potato, purple skin, purple flesh. And there's a volunteer tomato. This row is the next type of potato that I have. Sweet potato is the white sweet potato. But now I'm wondering if I have that backwards. Because of the shape of the leaf. I'm not sure. When they were young and not in the ground, they weren't making the shape. They were very just heart shaped like that. Now they're starting to make this pointed edge. I know that they are definitely, one is, they're both doing the same thing. They started out just heart shaped and now they're making that extra point at the curve of the heart shape. Well, one is definitely purple and one is definitely white. I don't know which.